One of the things that was a pretty nice surprise about this, about the Black Box Recorder is that it's really not all that hard on the hard drive. If you look here, it's blinking just kind of bit once every second or two, so it's not killing the hard drive, and which is really nice. It's a very, very robust record engine. It's you know, for that little bit of drive activity for 24 channels of audio is pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and hit stop here. Now if you want, we'll go into a couple of the menus here and let you take a look at just the basic menu tree of the box, and we'll go from there. So here we're looking at the control functions on the unit. Getting around on this is really pretty easy. You have several keys here. You have a back key, which takes you out to a previous menu. You have a mark key for marking ins and outs for looping. And then you have a menu key here that basically takes you into any menu option that you have. You also have the wheel here that allows you to go in and out, up and down any of the lists that you're working with. Just about every function on here is just really, really simple. So there's not a lot of, you don't have to dig real deep into things to get around in a menu. So if I want to go into my control menu, for instance, I'm going to zoom out a little bit here. I just go into my individual menus by selecting here. And say, for instance, I want to go to my setup menu and just click on that. And then all my options for the setup menu just show up here. So things like a reference clock, or timestamp, sample size, sample rate, word size, monitor, auto gain control, line in, all of these kinds of things are all set up here. You have the capability of a couple things. First of all, there's some unique things that are in here. You do have a headphone jack that's on the back of the unit. That headphone jack will take all of your inputs and basically send them to the rights and the lefts, the odd channels on one side, the even channels to the other side, and allow you to just kind of do a rough monitor mix as you're listening for confidence monitoring. There is a level automatic gain control that's built into that, and you can control the ballistics of that automatic gain control from the setup menu. So you have that capability built in. You also have you can go pro and low as far as the levels go, so you can go anywhere from a minus 10 to a +4 signal. So it will accept both levels. So getting around on here is just real simple. So just about everything that you do here can be gotten to from here. There also is a capability of updating the unit by simply taking a drive, connecting it to the unit, and it'll look for an update file at the root level, and then you can do any software updates that you want to the unit. So very easy to get around on. We're going to take a look at the I/O on the back of the unit. As I mentioned before, there's a 24 analog I/O that's on the base unit. You'll see above that there's 3 other expansion slots up here, and these are for factory installed options. You can either have AES EBU put into it, you can have light pipe, ADAT light pipe put into it, or you can get a balanced I/O kit. So instead of it being an unbalanced setup and putting things into your inserts, you can actually put full balanced line level inputs on the unit as well. On the other side of the unit, there are 8 insert points that are on the unit as well. And this actually will insert into inputs 17 through 24. So 17 all the way through here to 24. You can put effects devices or other outboard devices if you want to. Or you can use these as another set of outs to another recording device or whatever you want to do with that. Below that is our 9-pin Sony P2 protocol port. Next to that is a foot switch input that can be used not only for foot switch, but can also be used as your SMPTE, your analog SMPTE input to the unit. You have a PS2 style keyboard input next to that. Here's our USB connection. And then there also is a SPDIF digital I/O that can be used either to bring a couple channels in and out of the box, or you can use that when you daisy chain units. And you actually can daisy chain up to 4 units. So you have a lot of capability built into the box. There also over here is a MIDI I/O. And this just a MIDI input, forgive me, that gives you MIDI machine control to the unit. So if you're not using P2 protocol, you can use MIDI machine control, which is, you know, on a lot of your digital mixers and other devices. So it's a pretty well supported format. This concludes our first look at the Joeco Black Box Recorder. You can get more information on the Joeco Black Box Recorder at capturingperformance.com on the web. You can also get more information on our website, which is fullscaleav.com. We'll be happy to answer any questions for you or point you in the direction to getting a demo or seeing one of these at one of our U.S. dealers. Thanks again. This is Ted Bejas with Full Scale AV.